On to Decision 2024, where there are important trips in the race for the White House. Former President Donald Trump meets with Ukrainian President Zelenskyy before he tours battleground states, while his opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris, makes her first trip to the U.S. southern border as a nominee. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Vice President Harris traveling to the border today in battleground Arizona, her first border visit in more than 3 years, aimed at blunting criticism over a key vulnerability. As polls consistently show, more Americans believe former President Trump would better secure the border. The vice president said to call for tightened security, including more Border Patrol agents and new fentanyl detection machines. That's according to a senior campaign official. She's pointing to her background prosecuting transnational organized crime, including drug and human trafficking, and going on offense, blaming former President Trump for turning Republican lawmakers against a bipartisan border bill.
He killed a bill that would have actually been a solution because he wants to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
The former president has argued that bill wasn't tough enough and says Vice President Harris shares the blame. For the record, 10 million illegal border crossings throughout the Biden administration. Those numbers have sharply dropped in recent months, but it remains a top issue for voters.
And nobody who's allowed this to happen to our country is fit to be the president of the United States.
Former President Trump campaigning in Michigan today after holding what he called a great meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, despite recent tensions over what the former president would ask Ukraine to give up to end the war with Russia.
We can work out something that's good for both sides. It's time.
The candidates' plans for global and national security center stage with less than 40 days until the election. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.